Hey, welcome! Today, we're going to explore the soul of Jakarta in a bowl, Soto Betawi. Get ready, because we're about to learn all the secrets behind its rich, aromatic, and just unbelievably comforting flavor. So, are you ready? We're about to turn your kitchen into a little slice of Jakarta. This whole explainer is going to guide you, step by step, in creating a truly authentic bowl of this amazing dish. Our journey starts right now. So first off, what exactly makes Soto Betawi so special? I mean, this isn't just any beef soup. It's a Jakarta icon. The real secret is in its uniquely creamy broth. It's this luxurious blend of coconut milk and a whole symphony of complex spices that makes it truly the ultimate comfort food. Our culinary journey here breaks down into four main stages. First, we'll craft the flavor foundation, the all-important spice pastes. From there, we'll build a deep, aromatic broth. Then comes the magic part, where we make it creamy. And finally, we'll put together the finished masterpiece with all the perfect garnishes. Every great Soto Betawi starts right here with the Bumbu Halus. Seriously, this is the heart and soul of the dish. It's a fragrant spice paste that sets the stage for everything that comes next. Let's take a look at what goes into this paste. We start with a really savory base of shallots and garlic. Turmeric adds its signature earthy flavor and that beautiful, vibrant color. Now, candle nuts. These are the secret weapon. They give a subtle nutty creaminess, but more importantly, they're a natural thickener for the paste. And finally, some large red chilies to provide a mild heat and that deep red hue. You put all this together, and that's your authentic foundation. So, what exactly is Bumbu Halus? Well, it literally translates to smooth spice mix, and it is the cornerstone of so much Indonesian cooking. You can think of it as just a concentrated blast of pure flavor. Mastering this paste is kind of like unlocking a key to countless other amazing recipes. Okay, so once your paste is all blended up, you're going to sauté it in a pot. You're looking for that perfect moment when the raw smell is gone and this incredible fragrance just fills your kitchen. The color will get deeper, and you'll see the oils start to separate. That's how you know it's ready to go. All right, with our flavor base ready, it's time to build the broth. This is where we're going to add body and depth by infusing water with beef and a whole bunch of aromatic whole spices. The key here is all about layering flavors. We're adding our beef along with whole spices that are going to slowly infuse the broth over time. You've got bay leaves and bruised lemongrass for some fresh, citrusy notes. Galangal gives it a sharp, peppery kick, while cloves, cardamom, and a cinnamon stick bring in that warmth and sweetness. By keeping them whole, they just slowly release all their essential oils while the beef simmers. It's fantastic. So you'll add all these aromatics to the pot with your sautéed paste, cover it all with water, and just let it simmer away. The goal here is really twofold. You want to cook the beef until it's perfectly fall-apart tender, and you want to create a clear, deeply fragrant broth that has soaked up all of those wonderful spices. And now for the transformation. This is the moment we take our beautiful, clear broth and turn it into that rich, opaque, and creamy Soto Betawi that everybody knows and loves. I mean, the change here is just so dramatic. We start with this clear, fragrant, spice-infused beef broth, but after this next step, what we end up with is something totally different, a luxurious, velvety soup that has that signature creamy character. It's quite a change. So how do we get that creamy finish? Well, the beef is nice and tender now, so we're going to take it out of the pot for just a moment. And now it's time to bring in the key ingredients that will complete the broth's flavor and give it that luxurious texture. This is really the grand finale for the broth. The magic really comes from sasa santan bubuk, which is coconut milk powder. It gives it that classic creaminess without watering the whole thing down. Then a touch of sasa kaldu sapi, or beef bouillon, really enhances that deep, savory beef flavor. You just finish it off with a little sugar, salt, and pepper to taste, and you have absolutely perfected the broth. Our broth is perfect. The beef is tender. Now for the final act, putting the bowl together. You know, in Soto Betawi, the presentation and the garnish are everything. This is about creating an experience, not just a meal. So we have this incredible soup. But how do we build the perfect bowl? Let's talk about the final touches that create that perfect harmony of flavor and texture in every single spoonful. It is all about balance. We'll add our tender, sliced beef back into the bowl.
Some fresh tomato adds a little burst of sweetness and acidity. A squeeze of lime is absolutely essential to cut through the richness of the broth. Chopped spring onions give it a fresh, sharp bite. And for that all-important crunch, we add crispy and ping crackers, which also have this unique, slightly bitter note that's just perfect.
And there you have it, an authentic Soto Betawi made from scratch. Your culinary journey is officially complete. But now, here's the real question. How are you going to make it your own? Maybe a little more chili, a different cut of meat, perhaps an extra squeeze of lime. The foundation is all there. Now it's your turn to create.